Hi guys, good afternoon. Coach Keon here, and today I'm joined with Coach Premenjo. Today we are going to be speaking to you on a very important topic, sharing our opinions and our views on employee development and your organization. We have to admit, while our organizations may have the physical assets, the machinery, etc. It is the individuals within the organization that adds the life to the organization. They are the ones that need to ensure that those other assets operate efficiently. It is important for companies to start thinking about how do they continuously invest in improving what, in my opinion, would be their most valuable resource, which would be their employees. So, Coach Prem, can you just share your views on, why do you think that team members are so important to an organization? And just before Coach Prem begins to speak, we are working to practice our COVID-19 protocols. So we will be exchanging speaking positions by removing and placing our mask back on so that we can still keep safe. So Coach Prem, over to you as you share your thoughts.
All right. Thank you, Coach Kian. Seminar Club is really been uh, seminar. It has really been a session that we were able to make impact with our clients, their team members, and it is a module setup. It's 12 modules actually set up, and we just completed the critical thinking aspect or critical thinking module, and we really went through some of the problems that we were facing, in our team, and you may be facing problems in your team as well. And sometimes we find ourselves we tend to be mopping up a lot of the problems that we're facing, and it's just a bit. And what we eventually do, we're eventually caught in this cycle where we're just repeating one problem, trying to fix one problem over and over and over, and not getting to the root cause. So this the last session, we have one more session next week where we'll deal with critical thinking and how we are able to, get to the root of these problems and deal with them in a long-term basis. So you won't be, as business owners, find yourselves being, occupied or being in that firefighting mode to be able to, just be outing all the fires and being so busy and work. And most of your attention now is focused on building the business, and that's what we do at Action Coach. The Seminar Club helps to support business owners and their team so that, as Coach Guillaume says, so that we are developing the assets, those human resources within our team to be able to grow and to develop the business. And remember, the business is not only, yes, the infrastructure and the things that you put in place, your capital investment, it is those human resources that we develop that will actually grow, and you'll be able now to leverage your team's performance. So Seminar Club is one way that we are able to develop our clients and our clients' team, and so that they can be able to further grow and further see the profits that they want in their life.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Coach Prem, for sharing. I trust that my voice is still clear on this call. So you spoke about Seminar Club, and this is our jargon for the name. It's the 12 modules that we have on rotation. So Coach Prem, can you tell us, I know that you focused on critical thinking, but can you tell us about maybe just about two or three other modules that you think will create an impact in employees' development?
Oh, yes, certainly. One of the In the next 2 weeks we'll be starting Phone Rich actually, and in these times, in COVID times, we can't have that physical interaction as we would like. And Phone Rich is a relevant seminar or a session that you could be able to master or to work in that skill of using the telephone, this instrument that we've had for so many years, mastering the uses of it, so you can be able, or your team can be able to connect with their customers and use that tool as that marketing tool that will be able to get to your customers. There's phone rich. Then there's also sales rich, where we deal with how you can be, how to approach selling. It's about building rapport and establishing trust and so forth. Right? There's so many other things that you can be able to add when it comes to sales. Right? There's also, we've just completed supervisory management, where we were able to deal with those middle line employees, or that, your team members, that will be able to solve the problems and understanding the problems that you're facing, what you should set as a routine, and what you should be able to focus on, where you should put most of your attention. So that was supervisory management. There are many more. There's time management, which deals with discipline and planning and so forth, and marketing rich, right? So there's a wide variety of courses that you can be able to take advantage of, so that you can be able to develop your team's potential and also your potential as a business owner.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much, Coach Prem, for sharing. And for those persons who are listening, you're thinking, so if I do train my team members and they decide to leave, the biggest question you should be asking yourself is that if you don't train them and they stay, how businesses or the business economy is developing here in Guyana, it is imperative that we develop our human resources so that our companies or organizations can either attain or maintain its competitive edge, especially with the level of competition that will be coming into our country. We have to face that fact that Guyana by itself cannot, in the best of my opinion, best of my knowledge, um, take on all the job opportunities that will be coming here. So we want to make sure that our organizations are prepared as best as possible to take advantage of the opportunities when they arrive, and also to maintain our competitive edge with regards to how our economy is growing and expanding. There's several benefits that can be bestowed upon an organization when they invest in their team members, their employees. You have performance improvement, which means depending on the training your organization, that can help to improve the performance of the team members, which would then improve the performance of their department or their section, and eventually improve the performance of the organization entirely.
That's a point to add to that too. Coach Dion had mentioned, if employees, if they, a lot of business owners, they are concerned about employees leaving. But what you should note is when you train, your team's level of performance raises. And if you will experience that, employees will your team members will leave, but the performance level of your team is increasing. So as you bring on more people, the performance level, they will adapt to that higher performance level. So it is important that you continuously look to train and to develop your team. The importance of that is that you are lifting the performance.
Yes.
And as you bring in more, what happens? They will adapt to that performance and look to push it higher and higher.
Yep.
So simple.
Another benefit is that your team members will be better able to handle unexpected or uncertain situations. And we have to face the fact that the business environment today is becoming more volatile, more uncertain, more complex. So if your team members are not adequately trained to be able to handle those situations, it can be very damaging to the organization. It can be damaging to reputation. It can be loss of sales that is incurred simply because the team members are not trained to handle various situations. Another benefit would be learning the culture inside of the organization to attract new employees. And Coach Prem was alluding to this, which means that when you build that culture of performance, improve performance in your organization, and persons outside are seeing it, it attracts better clientele to your business, and it also attracts better employees, better team members to join your organization. So don't look at the training as a cost versus looking at it as an investment. And when you do that investment, the returns can be tremendous. Number four, and the final one that I want to share, can be very, very instrumental in helping the organization to save money via retaining team members. If team members can see that there is room for growth within the organization, not just from a perspective of a promotion, but there's personal development that occurs, the organization embraces that, it gives them more impetus to actually stay with that organization. The longer you can retain an employee, the less costly it is for you. Just sit down and think about your hiring process and start assigning a cost to it. The ad that you need to send out, the time you need to invest in interviews, the training that the team member needs to go through, and possibly some of the leads or the clients that they might burn in the process, that they're now becoming oriented and afraid with how you operate. So this can also create downtime and increases inefficiency within the organization. So think about investing in your most valuable resources, your human capital, and look to see how you can work on developing your team members. Coach Prem have already given you a solution, which will be in a seminar club program. But if you need more information, you'd like to find out how we can help you to improve the performance of your team, you can always reach out to us. Give us a call on 223-5583. One of our team members will be more than willing to provide you with the necessary information. So from me, just continue to invest in your team, continue to create a competitive advantage so that you can take advantage of opportunities as they come about with our growing economy. Coach Prem, final words?
And if you want to find out a bit more about the Seminar Club, there's a link right at the bottom. That'll direct you right to our page. You'll be able to see a bit more, and you can be able to contact us. There is also a lot of information on that page. There is a who's who. There is talking a little bit about coaching, finding out about our business coaching program as well, so that you can be able to put your, get on the path that you want to be able to achieve the lifestyle that you want, right? The reason why you actually opened up your business. Lots of business owners find themselves in that burnout stage where they are just going at it, and the team is not performing as they would like them to perform. So these are solutions. These are a little bit of steps or investments that you can be able to make so that you can be able to achieve the results that you want to be able to achieve.
So thank you very much for sharing, Coach Prem. We had a few comments coming on stream. Thank you very much. Monet, definitely culture plays a major role in the organization, and you want to make sure that you have persons coming into the organization that can fit into your culture. If you have a high performing culture in the organization, you have a culture of accuracy, you want to make sure that the persons you're bringing on can actually match that culture, they can fit into that culture so that you can have continuous progress. So thank you guys for being with us this afternoon as we share our thoughts on employee development and your organization. We trust that you receive some helpful tips. And if you do know someone that would use this information, you can share the video, love the video so that you help us in promoting development across Ghana. So thank you. Have a great weekend.
Bye.